Yes, now students, today we are going to learn about geometry. So in the previous classes also we discussed about geometry, what is it? So what is a point, what is a line, what is a line segment, what is a ray, so what are closed figures, what is a plane. So all these things we discuss. So in this chapter again we are going to discuss all these concepts, geometry, geometrical concepts, all geometrical concepts we are going to discuss in this chapter. Then what are the geometrical concepts? So for that, before going to start our warm up time, in the warm up time, here two classmates there. So here she is asking, how did you do on the plane geometry exam? Plane geometry exam is there. So in a school, in a class, teacher conducted plane geometry exam. So what is actually plane geometry? Plane geometry. So that we are going to discuss. Plane geometry. So what is a plane? Plane means it is a flat surface. It's a flat surface like table surface, floor surface, chair surface. So all these flat surfaces comes under plane. Plane geometry. So surfaces we have different shapes of planes. So either it is a square shape, or it is a rectangle shape, or it is a circular shape. So different shapes we have. So we are going to discuss all that closed geometrical shapes in this chapter. So all closed geometrical shapes. So what are the properties of that? Means closed geometrical shapes. Planes means what is a curve shape, what is a straight line, and what is closed curve shapes, and what about rectangle, what about a square, what about triangle, what about polygons, what means polygon, so what are curve shapes. So all these concepts we are going to discuss in this chapter. Okay, and after that, what? So he answered, I'm back to square one. Square one means the answer sheet is in square shape, or sometimes it is rectangular shape. So he is saying that I'm back to square one. Square one means he is coming with a square one means that question paper. He came back with a question paper. So question paper is in square shape. So he is saying that I am back with square one. So how did you do on the plane geometry exam? She is asking how. So you did your plane geometry exam. Plane geometry exam, how you did, she is asking. And what he is saying? He is saying, so I am back to square one. Square one means what? Square one. He back with square one means with question paper. So after examination, so we are back with our question paper. No, so he is saying that one. Intelligent. He is giving intelligent answer in using plane geometry. So she is asking about plane geometry. So he gives answer, intelligent answer. What intelligent answer? He is saying, I am back to square one. What square one? Square one means it is nothing but with a question paper. He came back with a square paper. Okay. So this conversation between them is related to our geometry. She is asking about plane geometry and he is saying about answer in square in plane geometry. So he is giving his answer in plane geometry. So what's his answer? Square. Square is a plane geometrical figure. So that is why he is saying he is giving answer in her way. So whatever she is asking, in that way he is giving his answer. Okay. Now in this geometry we are going to discuss all these concepts. Okay. See here. This is the warm up time. So in the warm up time, so what is a plane geometry? So what shapes are there in the geometry? We discuss. So then after that, some basic concepts are there in the geometry. So what are the basic concepts? That all concepts we are going to learn in learning time. Okay. Definitions. So all the definitions we are going to learn. So first concept in the geometry, at the very beginning concept, that is in learning time, point. Point is the first concept. What is a point? What is a point? Point is nothing but dot. Point is nothing but dot. What dot represents? Dot represent particular place. That point or dot, that is represent particular place. So that's what he is given. Point. A point is a location in space. Location, it locates so and so place, where exactly the position means in the map, in the India map, in world map, whatever. So if you want to locate a particular place like Hyderabad, like Telangana, like India, so we are using dot. So that dot locates means that dot shows exact position, exact place. Okay. So in that case we use point or a dot. Okay. Now it is represented by a dot. So points are usually named with uppercase letter. So generally whenever we are using means we are keeping a dot. So that dot, so we represent with uppercase letter means capital letters. So in example, here a dot is given. This is a dot. So then this is point A. What is this? This is point A. Here we have a point. So this is point A. Point A or A point. So this point we represent with using uppercase letters, that is capital letters. Capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D, only capital letters to represent dot or point. So we should always use capital letters. Okay, we should always use capital letters to represent point or dot. So what dot represents? Dot represent particular place, okay, or location. So location where like means India or Delhi or Hyderabad is there. So that location. So using dot we can represent. Okay. Then this is about point. Then after that line. What is the line? A line is a collection of points. How points? Straight line. It is a straight path. So it is not a curve path. It is a straight path. If all the points are in the straight, if we join all the points, then we form a line. Line is a straight path. Here that extends forever. Means it extends infinitely. In both the directions. So by keeping two arrows, we can show how it extends, on which direction the line extends. Here on left side we have one arrow, on right side we have one arrow. Two arrows we have means it extends forever. Means extends both the directions, on right side as well as on left side. It extends both the directions. So what is the length of a line if I asked? Then no one can say what is the length of a line. So it extends infinitely in both the direction. If I say 2 centimeters, it's not correct. If I say 2 kilometers, it is not correct. Why? So it moves on, means it extends infinitely in both the direction. How long it is, no one can tell. So that is why he is saying it extends forever. Means infinite time means extends in both the directions. So that is why the length of a line. So measuring length of a line is not possible. Okay. Then how to represent this? Here A point is there and here F point is there. 2 points are there on the line. Then how to represent this line? AF line. So otherwise FA line also. Line like this we have to represent. First AF or FA. AF line or FA line. Any have same only. AF or FA. Both representations are correct. AF line means AF. First we have to take AF line, that we have to draw upper side. Okay. So this is the representation of AF line or FA line. FA line, AF line, the both are same only. Okay. This is about line. So line is a straight path which is joining with infinite points. Okay. It extends both the directions. So length of a line we cannot measure length of a line. Okay. So then how to represent? So in line we have 2 arrows on both the side, on left side as well as on right side. Then how to represent line? So FA line or AF line, both are correct only. So how to represent representation? FA line or AF line, the both representations correct only. FA line in words, FAF line in words. Then how to represent symbolically? FA line we have to drop. Then AF also like that. Okay. This is the representation. and this is about line. Now after that, line segment. Segment means it is a part. Segment means it is a part. Line segment. Line segment, it is a part in a line. It is one part from line. Okay, it is a part of line. It is a part of line. So it has two endpoints. It has two endpoints. Here one endpoint we have, here other endpoint we have. Two endpoints we have in this line. It is AF, this much part. If you take this much part, it is a segment. It is one part from a line. So line segment means it is a part from a line. So then is a part of a line. So then it has two endpoints. It has two endpoints. Endpoints here we don't have any arrow. We don't have any arrow. If we don't have any arrow means that line segment length is fixed. So it means the length of a line segment we can measure using scales, using tape, whatever. Okay, we can measure length of a line segment, but we cannot measure the length of line. Line length we cannot measure, but line segment length we can measure. Why? Line, in a line, so that extends infinitely in both the direction, on right side as well as on left side. So that is why we cannot measure line. So but we can measure length of a line segment. Why? Length of a line segment, it has two endpoints. So once they have endpoints, then we can measure. Then we can measure using tape or using scale, so and so. Okay. So this is about point, line, line segment. Okay. Now see here, before, so in learning time what we learn, what concept we learn. The first concept point, the second concept line, the third concept line segment. So what is a point? Point is a location of a place or something. So it locates some place. Okay. So point or dot, we locate place with point or dot. Okay. Point or dot represent with a uppercase letter, that is capital letter. Okay. This is about point. Then about a line. So line, it extends on both the directions, means on right side, on left side. So we have to keep two arrows, that is one is on right side, other is on left side. So it has infinite, it extends infinitely on both the direction. So we cannot measure length of a line. So how to representation of a line? So we discuss. So then after that, line segment. Line segment means it is a part. It is a part of a line. So it has two endpoints. So that two endpoints, it has two endpoints. So that is why we can measure length of a line segment. So these concepts we discuss. Then after that, one more concept. Here some concept we are going to discuss again. Some definitions. Ray. What is a ray? A ray is a collection of points. So what type of points? Straight. So ray is also a straight path. Ray is also a straight path. A ray is a collection of points that begins at one end. So we have one end point in a ray. How many endpoints we have? One endpoint. And extends forever on one direction. Means in other direction it extends infinitely. So it extends means on one direction we have arrow and one end we have. So on one direction we have an end point and other direction it extends infinitely. So it means on one direction, in any one direction it extends infinitely. So it means the length of a ray also we cannot measure. We cannot measure length of a ray. Why we cannot measure? Because we have only one end point. So other end point we don't know. So where the other end points? So that is why we cannot measure length of a ray also. Okay. In a ray we have one end point, in other direction it extends infinitely. Okay. It extends infinitely. So means it extends forever. Forever means forever. So for long time. So how much time it extends we don't know. So that's what we say. So here sun rays. Rays. Why we are saying rays? Here in sun rays we know starting point. What is the starting point? Sun. Sun surface is the starting point and end point. Where it ends we don't know. On surface of earth? No. Other planets also there. So from there the sun rays passes. So that is why sun rays, length of a ray we cannot measure. So in a ray one end point is there, other end point we don't know. So that is why length of a ray also we cannot measure. Then this is about ray. Then after that, angle. So what is angle? Two rays with the same end point is an angle. Two rays. Here this is first ray AF. AF is a first ray. So this is first end point AF, and AC ray. In AC ray also this is first point. So AF ray and AC ray. So these two rays have same end point. So then we form angle. So this is complete angle. We form angle. This complete is an angle. Okay. If two rays have same end point, if two rays have same end point, or two lines have same end point, or two line segments have same end point, then we form an angle. We form an angle. Okay. So this is why this complete is an angle. Okay. Now next definition, plane. What is a plane? A plane is a flat surface. A plane is a flat surface like paper surface, or table surface, or chair surface, or floor surface, or TV surface. Okay, all these flat surfaces are nothing but plane. Okay, so this is complete plane. So okay, it extends in all direction, in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, in all the direction it extends. Okay, so what is a plane? Means a plane is a flat surface like a paper surface, like table surface, like chair surface, like TV surface, so like all. So like floor surface, all these surfaces are plane surfaces. That is, plane means a flat surface. Okay. Now after that, parallel lines. What are parallel lines? When two lines never meet, then that type of lines are called parallel lines. Here these two lines are parallel lines. So they never meet. For example, railway track. If parallel railway track is there, so the tracks never meet. So that is the example for parallel line. So then parallel line example, more parallel examples, one more example. So that is, one more example is here, means your book, in your notebook, the lines in your notebook. The lines in your notebook never meets. Okay, ruled notebook. In ruled notebook, rules are there, that rules never meet. Okay, so that lines are parallel lines. Parallel lines never meet each other. Okay. Next, intersecting lines. Here, when lines meet in a space or on a plane, so then that lines we say intersecting lines. Here this is one line, this is another line, these two intersect at this point. So here we have intersection point. Here we have intersection point. Example for intersection point, intersection lines, X junction means, so on X junction, so the middle one is a intersection point. Okay, so then X road is there, no? X road, 4 roads are there. So in that 2 ways, 4 ways are there. In that 4 ways, the middle part is the intersection point. Okay, so intersection means where in a surface, so where the two lines meet, so that is called, that lines are called intersecting lines. Okay, parallel lines never meet, but intersecting lines, they meet each other at one point. Okay. Now vertex. What is vertex? The point where two rays meet is called vertex. Two rays or two line segment or two lines, if they meet, where the meet, that point is called vertex. In this, here in angle, so these two rays meet at a point A. So this A is the vertex. A is the vertex. In a triangle also, if suppose this is a triangle, in this triangle 3 line segment, this is one line segment and this is. Here we have one vertex, these two line segments meet here, and these two line segment meets here, and these two line segments meet here. So the intersection point of two line segments or two rays or two lines forms a vertex. This is about vertex. All these 9 concepts you should remember. First, point, line segment, ray. Okay, after that plane, angle, so then after that parallel lines, intersecting lines and vertex. Okay, all these concepts you should remember. Okay, students. Now see, in this first activity, state whether the following are line, ray or line segment. About three concepts. So this exercise first means activity first. The questions based on three concepts, that is line, ray, line segment. See here, the first one, here we have two endpoints. So if two endpoints, that is a line segment. So it is a line segment. So right here, line segment. So here in the second question, we have two arrows on both the direction, on left side as well as on right side. So it means it extends both the direction. So it is a line. It is a line. Here. So here in this we have one endpoint. Here one side we have arrow. So it extends in one direction only. So it means it is a ray. Next, here also we have one endpoint and it extends in one direction. So it is also ray. Here we have two arrows. Two arrows means it extends both the direction. So it is a line. So here we have two endpoints. So this is line segment. Line segment. Okay. Now here we have no endpoints. It extends both the directions. So it is line. Here we have one endpoint. It extends in one direction. So it is a ray. It is a ray. So only three things you have to remember. Two endpoints, that is a line segment. No endpoint, it extends both the direction, that is a line. Only one endpoint, it extends in one direction, that is a ray. That's it. Simple. The three concepts. Remember these three concepts. Okay. Now see here. So now the next concept, drawing and measuring a line segment. So how to draw? So how to draw a line segment and how to measure if a line segment is given. If a line segment is given, so then if he asks, then how to draw? So means if he asks, then 6 centimeter line segment. If he asked, then how to draw? So okay, already line segment is given, then how to measure? If he asks to draw, then how to draw? So these two concepts we are going to discuss. The first concept, so draw. So how to draw a line segment first? This is a ruler, this is a scale. So here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. First you take out your scale and check. So here 0 is there on your scale, and after that 1 is there, and 2 is there, and 3, 4, 5. Here in between 0 to 1, 10 lines are marked. How many lines? Small lines. Once you count that, all small lines. So in between 0 to 1, total 10 lines were there. How many lines were there? 10 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total 10 lines. Total 10 lines. It means 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Each small line is equal to 1 millimeter. Each small line is equal to 1 millimeter. Okay. So okay, 1. So after 0, this is 0.1 millimeter, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and after that 1 centimeter. Here 0 to 1, in between 0 to 1, so one big line is there, and 1 to 2 is also one big line is there, 2 to 3 is also one big line is there, 3 to 4 in the middle, one big line is there, 4 to 5 also, like that, 5 to 6 also, 6 to 7 also, 7 to 8 also, 8 to 9 also, 9 to 10, and 10 to 11, so on. In between the marking numbers means 0 to 1. So it is in between, means between number, that is 0.1. Here it is 0.1. This shows, this represent 1.5. This represent 2.5, exactly in the middle. So this bigger line is in the middle. So in the middle of this 2 and 3. Here this middle line is 3.5. This middle line is 4.5, this is 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5 and 10.5. So this is actual our scale, this is ruler. So whatever marking on the ruler, so these all are in centimeters, that small lines represents millimeters. If he asks to draw 3 centimeters line segment, 3 centimeters line segment, then how to draw? So this is your scale, you keep your scale like this, you keep your scale like this straight, and after that at 0 you mark a dot with your pencil, you mark one dot at 0, another dot at 3. So where is 3? Here we have 3. Another dot we marked at 3. So first we hold our scale straight, and first we mark a point at 0, another point at 3. Then after that you join these 2 points. So first you take this point as A and this point as B. Now you join these 2 points with the same scale, okay. So this is a line segment of length 3 centimeters. So in this way we have to draw line segment 3 centimeters. If he asks 3 centimeters, we should draw 3 centimeters like this, okay. First we keep our scale on a paper, and after that 3 centimeter he is asking 3 centimeter. With a pencil we keep a dot at 0, another second dot at 3, and after that, so this we represent as A and this is B. Initial point as A and last point means final point. 2 end points we have. So first end point is A and second end point is B. Then after that join these 2 points A to B. This is A to B is a line segment of a length 3 centimeter. Okay. So in this way, so we have to draw AB is equal to 3 centimeter length of a line segment. Okay. So now in example he is asking to draw 6 centimeters line segment. Then how to draw 6 centimeters line segment? 6 centimeters line segment. See here, 6 centimeters means first we have to keep our scale on a paper like this. Then after that 6 centimeter he is asking. Keep one dot at 0, one dot at 0 and another dot at 6. Where is the 6 on scale? Here we have 6. One dot at 0, that is initial point, so that is as P, that is your wish. So whatever alphabet you want to take, then take. Other one is Q, PQ. The first point, initial point is at 0 and the final point, last point is at Q. Now you join PQ. This is a line segment of 6 centimeters. Then after that remove your scale. Then you will get 6 centimeters line segment. Okay. So this is the way to construct 6 centimeters line segment. Okay. Now we are going to draw 6 centimeters 5 millimeters. Okay. After this. Okay. Now this 6 centimeters 5 millimeters, then how to draw? 6 centimeters, again we keep a scale on a paper and hold your scale. First you mark one point at 0, this is our initial point L. So here I am taking L as initial point, and 6 centimeters 5 millimeter, here 6 centimeters, here we have 6 centimeters, then after that 5 millimeters also there, 6, after that 5 small lines we have to count after 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this in between 6 to 7, so that bigger line is there, so that represent 5 millimeters after 6. So 6.5 means after 6, 5 small lines we have to count for millimeters. Here millimeters is given. Here 6 centimeters means first we go for 6 centimeters. Here we have 6 centimeters. Then after that millimeters. Millimeter means after 6 we have to count 5 small lines. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, this bigger line. So here we marked a point. This is our final point. Initial point is L, final point is M, L, M. Then after marking these 2 points, join these 2 points with ruler. Okay, LM. So this is our line segment. Line segment of length 6.6 centimeters, 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters. First we mark a point at 0, that is initial point, and after that 6 centimeters, 5 millimeters. 6 centimeters, we have 6 centimeters here, 5 millimeters also given. It means after 6 centimeters 5 small lines we have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you marked another point, second end point. Now you join L and M with a ruler. So that is our line segment length, 6 centimeters, 5 millimeters. Okay. Now these two over next, the third one, 8 centimeters, 6 millimeters. So first initial point at 0, we mark initial point at 0, this is x, initial point as x. So initial point is same, initial point, so we take at 0 only. First we keep a scale on a sheet of paper, white paper, and after that mark a point at 0. Then after that 8 centimeters, 6 millimeters, 8. First here we have 8 centimeters. After that millimeters also given. How many millimeters? 6 millimeters. After 8, 6 small lines we have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. After bigger line, so the very next line is 6. So there we marked a point, second end point, x, and this is y, x and y. This is first point, initial point, this is final point. Now you join x and y, x and y, join x and y. This is a line segment. After that remove your scale. Okay. So this is the length of a line segment, 8 centimeters, 6 millimeters. We have to write length of a line segment on line segment. Okay. So in this way we have to draw a line segment using a ruler. Okay. First end point we have to keep at 0, and the second end point, whatever the length is given, there we have to keep a second end point. After that 2 points we have to join with scale, then you will get that length of a line segment. Okay.